Now, I had to think about this for a minute because I like to call myself somewhat of a prepper. All right. I am one of
Okay.
those that likes to be prepared. But then I had to think about what is the difference between being prepared and prepping, right?
Okay.
And so here we go. We get into this idea of preparing and preppers, the differences. And did you ever see the show by chance? Have you ever seen that show? There's an actual show. You guys haven't seen it. It's called Doomsday Preppers. Wow, is that shit wild? I mean, it's really wild, but you can actually learn some really cool stuff. I've actually picked up a couple things. So here's the thing, right? Preparing is something that's kind of healthy. Preparing is
Okay.
healthy.
All
You
right.
get short-term emergency kits. I live on an island. I need that all the time, right? There's a volcano going off yesterday. I've been here when there was a tsunami. I've been here when there's earthquakes. I've been here when there was no, not a tornado, but what's the water one?
Hurricane?
I've been here when there's a hurricane. I mean, it's action out here. You need emergency kits. That's just being smart, right? So insurance, first aid, being aware of a plan. You know, when you grow up in Jiminy Cricket, those videos, was talking about make sure you have a fire escape plan in your house. That's preparing. Okay. So I think that's really important to do that. Now, prepping, this is when you start preparing for long term disruptions, right? Like the power might for 3 months. Like it's important to stockpile certain things. Now, survival skills is really important when you start thinking about prepping. Now, here's the thing, guys. A few months ago, the United States, we all dealt with a really big flood in Texas. And unfortunately, a lot of little girls lost their lives.
Yeah, those poor campers, I know.
We can get into that and what we're talking about with cloud seeding and manipulation of weather and the
All
Peter
right,
Thiel.
keep it light, professor. Keep it light. Keep it light.
But all I'm saying is that after that happened, there was multiple towns that didn't have power for 3 months.
Wow.
So, prepping is not necessarily something that is fantastical or something that only crazies do, because you need to be aware of your environment and what is potentially available, gonna happen. Now, while we try to keep it light, there's a lot going on that people are worried about. They're worried about finances, and when you listen to the podcast and everything, everyone's telling you to buy gold, buy gold, I don't know anything. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your money. I'm just saying that like you got to be environmentally aware, right? So like in stockpiles and things like that, it can get a bit excessive for no reason, right? What is that one comedian, Bill Burr, always says, "Oh yeah, all these fucking preppers out here, they're just stockpiling the stuff for all the Navy SEALs with guns when they come through your neighborhood." So you got to be real careful.